Green interwebs, it's Jackie K, and welcome back for another set of Go Battle League. I just got through showcasing the Premier Cup and all that, so for good old time's sake, why not go through the Ultra League per usual again and show you exactly why I've just been favoring the Premier Cup so much lately. I mean, we could be surprised. My ranking probably gone down a tiny bit since I first attempted the Ultra League, but we'll just see how it goes. It's kind of nice to see like more diverse Pokemon. I mean, I see no XF Layer was kind of a thing last season, but I only really see it get as prominent as it is this particular season. It might just be the type of people I'm running into. I'm not gonna shield. I'm gonna regret it like usual, but I always think I can take these drill runs better than I actually do. And we'll see if I can trick my opponent into thinking they have enough energy for the Earthquake. If not, Hydrocan will at least do a decent amount back. Perfect. Cresselia. How come I can never remember which of my Pokemon are actually decent against Cresselia? I think Articuno was a fair start, because like I can at least debuff it a bit, and I resist the Moon Blast. I know I don't resist Future Sight, but I know I don't get destroyed by it either. That said, I can see why they still would want to go for the Moon Blast. It wasn't resisted. I thought Flying resisted Fairy. Fairy is one of the newer types in the games, so like I occasionally make mistakes when it comes to Fairy type. And there's a couple types, even OG, that I occasionally like bleh. Can't quite think of them at the moment though. Okay, so they got that attack drop that they were looking for, but you know what? Fine. We two can play the debuff game, and my attack drops are guaranteed. Hey, Pokemon Master Sharp. Thanks for the encouragement, man. Alright. Think I'm safe to shield this particular one. Honestly, probably should have just shielded the first one, but it is what it is. Okay, he's back in. This is actually the perfect time to bring in Charizard. I don't even have to go for charge moves. This thing gets a blur. He has Drill Run, so I think I'm good. This is kind of neutral, but it is also resist. Flying resist is better than Fire gets weakened. That's a good way to explain that. Alright. So, I'm just going to go for Dragon Claw. Maybe I can bait that last shield, which would actually be ideal for this matchup. But if not, I'm going to like play the mind game and just go for Blast Burn this time. It'll do a little bit more if they don't shield. But if they do shield, like, it's worth the risk for me. Yeah, look at that. This is something I wanted to talk about for a while now. And I don't think I need to save Charizard because it's not going to get something better to work with the next Cavalier. And we'll see if this particular risk is worth it. Problem is I got a shield if I want to actually get my attack off. And I think it's worth it. But yeah, just seeing how much, what I was going to say was seeing the whole Dragon Claw versus Blast Burn. This is why Blast Burn is so great. Like, even though Blast Burn is technically resisted by Swampert, you saw how much more it did than the Dragon Claw. So, hopefully I can get this Cresselia to waste a charge move, but any smart man would actually, like, do save the fast moves. Oh, my Swampert's a lot weaker than I thought it was. Shoot. Should have just gone for that Hydro Cannon. I don't think it was the last Pokemon, so I don't think it matters. Oh. It was their last Pokemon, but they did still have a shield, so, like, I probably lost that even if I thought about it. How's your day going, Mr. Snap or Sharp? As you saw, you missed my first Premier Cup League, and I'm just doing a set of Standard Ultra now. But if it doesn't get too late, I can go for one more Premier Cup set. So you do have that to look forward to. Lex was taken 2. Yeah, thanks for the encouragement. Alright. Swampert versus Gyarados is always an iffy setup. I'm gonna just take the energy and run, and we'll see if it how much that hurts me in the end. So yeah, let's shield the first time, just because I can get an attack drop by the time they get to another charge move, hopefully. Or I could do something dumb like that. Alright, so I'm pretty much just screwed against Metal. Should have realized when I was sacrificing the switch advantage that it wouldn't be worth using the shield. Ah, can I at least get an Icy Wind off before I go down? Right. Let me just get for that. Yeah, so I got the attack drop. I could bring Charizard in here, or I could bring Swampert back, but yeah, you know what? Swampert is tried and true. And I have the energy saved up so I could, like, hopefully bait out. Oh yeah, I just got destroyed by a Rock Slide, and I was going to send my Fire Flying type out against something that can Rock Slide. I guess at least I caught that before actually it was too late. It's Hydro Cannon and you did that much. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that. It's doing this just out of habit, but it's... I think it's a situation where it doesn't matter. And these guys have Aqua Tail now, so I should shield. Thankfully, it didn't get hit by that Aqua Tail. And I'm just going to go for the Blast Burn and just see what I can do. They have no reason not to shield. But maybe because it's resisted, they won't shield? Yeah, it was worth the risk. I am kind of in a huge disadvantage for quite a while now, so I just kind of need to do like any ballsy play that would help turn things around. Plus, I can save my shield for my Swampert that's inevitably going to go down. So there is that. Do I farm up a tiny bit more energy? We'll see if it was worth it. The problem is I just don't know yet if it really matters if they shield or not. It doesn't. Interesting play, giving me just a little bit more energy to work with. I guess it doesn't really matter because they still have a shield. They can just shield this, and I don't think I'll be able to get up to another Hydro Cannon before I go down. If I can, that'd be... Oh yeah, they have one more Pokemon in the back. Of course. It's the first time... It's kind of funny, maybe because I just done so much Premier League, but that's the first time in a long time I've even seen a Giratina. So I guess it's good that I still have Articuno. Half tempted to like swap over to Typhlosion in the middle of things. But, it's kind of like probably easier for the viewing segment if I can just stick with one team for a whole set. But we'll see. So Charizard would be good here, but I don't think it's worth sacrificing the switch advantage over. Swampert can do okay things, but I think I'm just going to go Hydro Cannons until I faint. It's not even, I don't know if there's really even a reason to get the energy up for an Earthquake. Like, that's still solid damage. I'm impressed I was able to pull that off before going down. I don't know, like, this is probably worse than being in with Charizard, but at the same time, all the Lapras needs is Surf, and that's not going to be an issue. That's going to be its own issue. And Ice Beam does solid amount of damage to Articuno, so there's probably even that. Okay. Shoot this next one. The plan here is to see if I can bait out a Hurricane. But at the same time, like, how many Articunos do you see that actually bother to learn Hurricane? I'm going to regret this, but I'm kind of in trouble already, so I'll take the risk. I mean, there's definitely reasons that I could have just gone for the Icy Winds and get the attack drops, but I'll take that solid amount of damage on this Lapras. And it's probably not worth, like, conserving my Articuno when I have only one shield left. So I go into Charizard for neutral damage or Swampert. The problem is I definitely have to use my last shield at this point. But I can at least, like, even out the shield game a little bit. And if I can somehow get Charizard to take care of the Lapras before going down. It'll justify any shields I have to use in the process. Problem is, I don't think I can do enough damage. I could just go for Dragon Claw whenever I get enough energy to it, but that also gives my opponent no reason to actually just not go for the moves. Yeah, that was a risk. I wasn't sure if it was so close that it was a risk that I was willing to take, and I'm gonna pay for it. Or I've been punished for risks a lot worse than that, and you know what? For the heck of it, I'm going to go for Dragon Claw. I have enough energy for a Blast Burn, so if my opponent knows that, I could bait the last shield. Now, I'm about to go down anyways. Perfect. Okay. I was going to say it's going to be close, but I just remembered that they have it's a freaking Charmer. Good news is no shield, so Hydro Cannon should help me a little bit, and at least I can get some energy. I was hoping to get enough energy for the last Pokemon, but I'm way too weakened to actually do anything about that now. I'm surprised I survived it, but yeah. I mean, I was expecting the final Pokemon to finish me off and not a Charm, but I shouldn't be surprised. So yeah, this is what I kind of meant about, I kind of need to take this team back to the drawing board, but I just got so comfortable with the Premier Cup that I just rather play around with that. I mean, if I could find myself some more Giratinas, then this team wouldn't be so bad. Okay, I think this is the first time that I've actually had a solid lead advantage. So we'll see if this works in my favor. It might actually be worth saving up the energy for an Earthquake just to see if I can bait out a shield. Because if I was on my opponent's end, it'd be pretty scary to go up against a Swampert, especially if they don't go for that Hydro Cannon right away. I mean, they could call the bluff, but there's no smart reason that I can think of to do so. Which is, of course, why they do it. But at least, I'm definitely getting the shield either way, because they are in feigning range after that Hydro Cannon. Or they could just let me have the Muck. I'm cool with that. Do I try to get up to the Earthquake again? I'm afraid that... I was afraid of exactly that. This is Ultra League. They shouldn't have Grass Knot. You know what? I'm pretty weak, so I'm just going to shield anyways. Did, Grass Knot get higher recommended since the last time I checked PvE Poke? Because this is not the first time I've seen a Cresselia actually run Grass Knot in Ultra League. And the annoying thing is... I may have the Pokemon advantage, but they have the shield advantage. And right now, I care about that a little more. Okay. We are at least even on the shield advantage. You did a good job, Swampert. You took care of a Muck. You got a shield off this Cresselia. Question is, what is my counter for Cresselia out of these? I'm gonna try Charizard this time, because I know Fire resists this Fairy. And Blast Burn does solid damage against anything it's neutral against. It could Future Sight, but I don't want to waste my shield. And I was kind of expecting them to try to go for that attack drop. I really want to go for Blast Burn, but I gotta try to get that last shield before I make a play like that. So, and of course I'm not getting it. They are pretty weak though, so maybe they'll shield the Dragon Claw this time just because they don't want to get too weakened by it. I did overestimate how much exactly Dragon Claw would do. Now, do I shield this one? It's risky, but I think it's worth it. Because it is weak enough that... You know what? Yeah, they'll probably shield this time. But, they didn't shield the past couple ones, and this Obstagoon is full on health. I really want to get a Blast Burn off, so of course, that is when they decide to shield. I mean, at least they don't have a shield advantage. That is important enough itself. My last Pokemon is Articuno. But I'm not down yet. But all I really did was give the Obstagoon more opportunity to get some energy. which is not fun. Not fun in the slightest. Huh. Articuno's not that bad. Half tempted to just like... we'll see how much this next attack does. I'm not gonna like farm it all the way down, but I kind of want to like get a little extra energy. Unless I just want to go into Cresselia right away. I'll take the extra energy on my Cresselia so I can go into... I mean, they don't have shields, so I could have just gone for Hurricane. But, that attack drop just sounds a lot better right now, and I'm gonna have enough energy to get back up to the Icy Wind really soon. Didn't even need it, honestly. So hey, got at least one battle in that particular set. Yeah, got the first one, this is the second one. Or I guess that was the first win, so I kind of regret checking because now I know I can't get the Pokemon prize. But hey, getting comfortable with this Ultra League team is a reward in and of itself. So got one more battle before ending off this set. And nice is another Muck vs. Swampert setup. Will go as smoothly as the last one. The last time my opponent was just stubborn and not shielding. So, I don't know. Wasn't that a set that they won, though? Anyway, I'm going to try again, because even if they don't shield, Hydro Cannon still does a solid amount of damage. But if I went for Earthquake and they didn't shield, that would have definitely taken them out. So I do feel like shielding against that is the smart play. Question is just, like... They probably won't shield this time. But I'd rather not waste the energy. Case in point, this is huge. Because I don't know if I have enough energy to get up to that Earthquake. If I do, I take out this Muck. Or they could just swap in the Giratina. And you know, I don't even think it was worth trying to save up the energy. Because I need all the attacks I can get off this Giratina. Not gonna shield, like... Ancient Power isn't scary anymore. It's a little scary when you're double weak to it. But that was what I was actually expecting. Not shielding, because that's definitely a Dragon Claw, if the last one was a Dragon Claw, and it came out so freaking soon. How long did it take to learn the moves? And sorry, I'm a little at the moment. When I get a good chance, I'll read your comment a little bit closer. From the glimpse I caught about it, is like you're asking related to like how I get so familiar with the things that my opponent's gonna do, like what moves they have in that. Honestly, if that's your question, then honestly it just basically comes down to practice. I also watch some videos which is kind of like practicing when you're not playing, but a lot of this you do just have to like learn and get a feel from just from doing battles so much. Like when you're using the same Pokemon enough and going up against similar Pokemon multiple times, you eventually get a feel for when certain attacks are coming out. Exactly how long it took, I've just been learning as I went along, so I can't exactly put a time frame on when I learn particular moves. But it is the thing. So risky play, but I mean, I have so much energy. Swampert's kind of weak, and I don't want to send my Charizard out against it. I just realized I got no shield, so I definitely took a risk of not going for that Hydro Cannon as soon as I did. I might pay for it, but on the bright side, like, that's just a little bit extra energy that my Charizard can get for the last two Pokemon, because apparently a swap happened when I wasn't paying attention. So this is honestly a little bit bad. As you can see, I'm still learning, still making mistakes, because for some reason I have a tendency to forget when they have a Pokemon in the back. Oh, that's why I forgot about it, because it was a Giratina that was so low on health I thought I took it out. Good game though. I'm not sure what I started doing right, but I kind of wish I did one set sooner. Oop. Yeah, looks like we got a little freezy free here. So I just gotta like mute the mobile thing while I set it back up. It should count as a win still. This has happened. This is not the first time it's happened, especially on stream, and it's always balanced out. Yeah, that's exactly what you gotta do, Master Sharp. You gotta do the battles, and as you do more battles, you'll get more familiar with it. Because Go Battle League, Pokemon PvP in general, there's a lot of math and complications, but it's all happening so fast, so that to a point where you just gotta engrave it into your instincts. And that's so the more you do it, the more second nature it becomes, and having it be second nature enough to make like split second results in that's what really diverse like the lower ranked players from the higher ranked players. People better than me are probably making even more on the spot plays than I am, and that's how they did as good as they do. So that's gonna be it for this set. I will do one more before ending off the stream. It'll give me an excuse to jump back into Premier League.